a significant number of people with recent memory loss, otherwise fit and able, are admitted to dementia units, and they need to have the opportunity to be able to keep up their physical fitness with physical activity, because otherwise they can deteriorate really quickly, especially if they don't get outside for walking. Because in dementia units generally it's pretty tame chair exercises for elderly women, not sufficient for a younger man in his 70s who comes in fit and strong, and especially if they don't have friends and family to take them outside, walking trips, etc. They're stuck and stranded. So there really needs to be a gymnasium set up in dementia units that these men and women that are fit and strong, many still tramping, walking, exercising before they come in, that they can use, because this way they can keep up their fitness and strength, which goes a long way for them to be able to manage living in a dementia unit. Now, the wonderful thing about a gymnasium is that you don't need the power of attorney permission for that which goes on in the dementia unit. It's when the person goes outside the unit for a walk or any activity outside, then you need the power of attorney permission, which can be very awkward. But inside you can do as you wish, as long as it's safe. So setting up the dementia safe gymnasium would take some careful consideration, but there can be punching bags, there can be exercycles bolted to the ground, rowing machines, pulleys, free weights. You'd need someone to supervise for that. And this wonderful little gymnasium, these men, especially the men, I really feel for the men. I've seen it so many times. They come in, they're fit, they're strong, they can't get out, they've got no one supporting them. I don't know how that happens, that people can't support, but they've got no one, no friends, no family, and they just fall, deteriorate. Chest infections, stress, cortisol, autoimmune system collapses, no chance. But if they had a gym, like many of the men that come in, quite a number, are single, fit, strong. Here in New Zealand, the mountains, mountaineering is a really big thing, and people actually devote their lives to doing mountain treks and maintaining them and being on the mountains and skiing and hiking, and that is their life. But when they come into the unit, their mountaineering friends can depart, and if they're not married or got children or whatever, then they're left stuck. So if they can have this unit, this gymnasium facility, they have a chance at least to be able to exercise their system as they used to. And many of the women actually, even in their 80s, definitely early 80s, are fit and strong, and they would love the gymnasium. So that's the setup. Now, who's to supervise this and the hours? Well, something like an hour a day. The gym could be open for all residents that wish to come, supervised by the activities coordinator, who is now the trainer, because it's a good activity. Being a gymnasium's fantastic activity. So, or if she's too stretched, maybe 3 times a week, but it really is good if it's daily. An hour a day, activity coordinator coordinate, or it could be a volunteer, maybe one of the sons who's a gymnasium follower, you know, buffed up from the gymnasium, and he goes there, he's a regular at the gym. He could easily supervise the dementia residents, and staff could come and go if they wished, but a routine could be set up, but someone would need to be there for that hour with the dementia residents. Now, of course, for those that had friends and family and someone supervising, they'd have access at any time for the gym, as long as someone's with them. But those that don't have friends and family would need supervision either by the activities coordinator or a volunteer. So this really is a very good thing. What would happen is medications would reduce, anger would reduce, all the cortisol problems would reduce, the men would be more settled rather than having to be medicated because they get angry, because they want to get out, understandably. If you can direct them to the gym and they can get everything out of their system, they don't need the medications, then they won't get shut down and shut off because of side effects of medications. So It's a very important thing. Now, if the gymnasium can't be set up, but look, really, those people that haven't got support deserve for a gymnasium to be on site at the unit. At the very least, those that have friends and family can go over to the retirement village gymnasium and use that, or staff can take people over to the gymnasium on the premises, of which there's always one in New Zealand anyway. So I've written about this and more in The Resident's Voice and The Resident's Rise, everything in the description below. A good gift, good read, companion books, easy for the handbag. Thank you for your subscriptions, looks and likes. Please pass on and please subscribe. Thanks a lot.